Hi guys. Oh my god, this is weird. It's a sit down video. I'm not used to do this anymore because I am a vlogger. Whatever. The setup is kind of weird because I don't have my ring light. I'm used to film my sit down videos with a ring light and I lost it. I don't lost it. Ah, my god. Whatever. We're just gonna start because my intro in these is pretty much professional, okay? Hi guys, I'm Stacy, if you don't know that, and welcome to a new Let's Talk About video. Love that. Basically, if you haven't seen the first episode of this, I'll put it up here and at the end of this video so you guys can watch it. It's about self-confidence and today's topic is adulting. So excited, you know, so let's go. These videos are basically just get ready with me's while I talk about a subject that I chose or you guys chose on Instagram. So if you guys want to participate in the polls that I do, my Instagram is makeupxstacy and I just ask you guys questions and then I come on here and I respond to the same questions and read out your your answers. So as I said, the topic of today's video is adulting, and basically I asked you guys some questions and I have them on my phone so I'm looking at it, okay? I didn't take notes, what's pretty bad. I already tried to do an episode without notes and that didn't work. But we're powering through it, I guess. So basically I have the screenshots right here, and the first question that I asked you guys was because you know we're all adults in this. I don't know your age. I asked your age on my page, so wait, I'm gonna see what you guys age is, but I'm 20. I turned 20 like a month ago and it's scary, to be honest. It's a scary world. And when I turned 20 I was like, oh my god, I'm an adult now. I'm 20, I'm not a teenager anymore. So that was kind of scary, but yeah, I'm trying to control that. I'm trying not to freak out because I'm 20, you know what I mean? So you guys' age, okay, so majority of you guys is between 18 and 25, so the same age as I am. But I love that. Okay, so the first question that I asked was, what's the hardest part about adulting? I'm gonna give my answer first and then look at yours. But basically, because I have been like, for me adulting is basically having responsibilities and not having your mom to solve them. Not specifically not living with your parents anymore, but basically you have bills to pay and groceries and stuff, you know? So adulting for me is like a process. You're like in transition to be like an adult, you know what I mean? That's what the adulting is. So yeah, I'm transitioning into an adult. I feel like I already am one, but not really. You know what I mean? Now that I am adulting, for me the hardest part about it, it's, I think most of you said the same thing, is that I have bills to pay. I have rent to pay at the end of the month. And that gives me anxiety every fucking time. Like, I don't like paying bills. Why do I not like paying bills? Because that's money going off my fucking bank account. Okay? And who likes that? No one. I didn't have like those responsibilities before when I was in high school, because you know I lived with my mom. Like the money that I had just went into stuff that I wanted, you know what I mean? The money that I had before was just for clothes, going out, or whatever I needed, and now my money is for paying bills, and I can't go out and spend my money without thinking about my bills that I have to pay at the end of the month. So yeah, that's another type of anxiety. A lot of things that are hard about adulting, in my opinion, like a lot. I don't know about you guys, but like now that I live by myself, like I have so many things that I'm like, why don't they talk about this? You know, like no one warned me about this. No one said, Stacy, being an adult is not as fun as you think, you know? Because like I feel like when you're like I say a lot of like, I'm sorry, but I feel like when you're 14, 16, you dream of being an adult because you dream of the independence, you know? You're like, I don't want my parents controlling me 24/7. Okay, you're like, no, we don't want that. That's just a teenage self, puberty talking. And now that I'm actually an adult, I'm like, why did no one tell me this when I was 16? Why didn't they tell me, Stacy, 16 is the year, okay? 16 is it. No one said that. No one. But basically, yeah. So I feel like 2019, like not 2019, but like the years 20 and 19 of your life, you should put a warning on those. Just saying. It's like, for most people, it's the years where you move out and you go to college here in Luxembourg. So that's why I'm saying 19 and 20 should be like a pretty wet sign on it. Like, warning please, because not as fun as you thought. So the second thing that I feel like is not really fun about adulting and hard is cooking. Because I don't have tons of recipes, okay? I eat the fucking same thing every single day. Like, when I had to cook, because my mom gave me Tupperwares every second week I came home. But when I had to cook, like the second week, because it wasn't enough what my mom gave me. When I had to cook, I did the same thing. I cooked chili con carne, because that's easy. You just need wet beans, like a version of that, because I'm not saying that what I did there is chili con carne. Oh my god, because like I did like chili con carne, that's just rice, wet beans, corn if you like, with tortillas. Then I did cordon bleu with rice, salad, and green beans. And pasta. Different variations, you know? Pasta with wet sauce, pasta with pesto, pasta with whatever. Those were my meals, people. Those were my meals. And after that, I was like, okay, I'm bored. I need new recipes. What am I gonna cook? No one knows. And the internet is way too complicated. I'm too lazy. If I have to take more than half an hour to cook, I'm not doing it. Okay? And also, grocery shopping is expensive. I can't be doing those gourmet fucking plates when I can only spend 30 euros every second week on groceries. So yeah, cooking like is pretty hard, and like forcing yourself to cook and not to eat out all the time is also very hard. Like, you don't have the money for eating out all the time, so why am I doing it? But I'm also lazy to cook, but I have to eat. Yeah, this is a cycle. What was I saying? Yeah, cooking is pretty hard for me. So cooking for yourself, I appreciate my mom's cooking way more now, and every time I come home I eat so much. I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, so cooking is pretty hard. What else? Yeah, grocery shopping for me is not as fun as I thought it would be. I'm pretty lazy to go grocery shopping. I don't know why, because to be honest, it should be fun because you're literally like choosing for yourself, you know? That's not like when my mom does my groceries. Oh my god, I was forgetting the thing that irritates me the most is doing laundry. First of all, I stopped doing that every time. Like when I went to Brussels, I washed my clothes there, and then I stopped doing that because I hated it. and I just brought my laundry to Luxembourg every time I came back. But yeah, so I hate doing my laundry, but it's just because I don't have my own washing machine, you know, laundry thingy. Because if I had my own, it would be less time consuming because I have to go out to do my laundry. So yeah, that's why I don't like it. But yeah, if I had my own machine, I would not be as disgusted by it. And also I hate washing my plates, like doing what's the name of that? I know the name. Do my dishes. Oh my god, I hate washing my dishes. Okay, good. So I hate washing my dishes. Why? Because every time I wash them, 10 minutes after I have dishes again. Okay, so I hate that. That's no, washing dishes is an never ending story. So I hate that too. But we should look into what you guys suggested. The hardest thing for y'all is paying bills. We already said that. We hate paying bills. Realizing some family members do not care about you the same way they did. Okay, so basically, I don't know. I don't feel like I can relate to that. Like to my family members that I have in Luxembourg, we're pretty close, I would say. And my aunts and everything, and also like my mom and stuff. To be honest, now that I'm out of my home, we get along way better than when I lived here. So I can't really relate to that, but I get that sometimes I get that when you move out, that you like realize how much you mean to someone, you know? Because if your parents don't really reach out to you, or if your sisters don't reach out to you, because now sisters or brothers, like siblings, don't reach out to you because now you don't live there anymore, like you're like, oh shit, okay, family is just a word, it's just a bonding by blood, but does it really mean something? There's also something that I learned, like family, to be honest, I'm choosing my family. You can choose your family. You don't have to get along with everyone, because it's not your fault that your bloodline spread, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm choosing my family because some people are pretty shitty, and I don't feel like why I should respect them just because they're family. You know, if you're a shitty person, I don't care who you are, my aunt, my grandparent, who you are. If you're a shitty person and you're disrespecting me, I'm coming for your throat. Good, thank you. Hardest part about responsibilities. Short, yeah, responsibilities, that's it. Making choices. So the thing about making choices, I don't know, I pretty much get that, because there's stuff that only I can make, like the choice, and my mom can be like, yeah, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but there's stuff that I have to choose because I live in my home, you know, that my mom before that did, you know what I mean? So there's like paperwork that I have to do, my mom can't do it for me. Like she could, but like, please, I'm 20. Paperwork, as I said, bills, talking to the bank, like there's stuff that I don't like doing. Making my doctor's appointment, my mom is not gonna tell me, Stacy, go do a checkup. Okay, no, I have to do that. My mom is not gonna tell me that anymore. When I was 16, it was cute. Now that I'm 20, it's not. But yeah, making choices, I get that. I don't have like an example for that, but I felt that one. Deciding what to eat, that's basically also what I said. I hate it. I don't know what to eat. I don't know what, and that's why I eat shit. Like, to be honest, I ate better when I was at home than when I live, like, now that I live in Brussels, because I eat so much crap. My mom basically didn't let me eat that much crap, and now that I'm by myself, oof, gee, if you knew. Paying bills. People around me acting adults and expecting me to act like an adult. I don't know what acting like an adult is, to be honest. I feel like there's something fun to be like playful and always remember that you're still like, you can still be a child. You don't have to be serious all the time. Like there's sometimes, yes, you have to be serious, but you don't have to be serious all the time. So it's fun to just play and have fun. And like, if that's your personality and people are expecting you to be all serious about it, even though that's not your personality, like those aren't the right people, you know? You're still an adult even though if you're playful and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, we accept you here, okay? We accept everyone here on Stacy's channel. I have to continue because I have to go eat in like, I don't know how many minutes. But yeah, so basically we accept everyone, every gender, every sexuality, every personality. Not every personality, but most of them. Haven't done my makeup in so long, and I feel like I have a block, like a writer's block, but just with makeup. Like I don't know what to do anymore. Yeah, I feel like we should move on to the next question. I'm just gonna finish blending this and then we're moving on. So the second question that I asked you guys was, what was the thing that made you actually realize that you're an adult now? Okay. Paying bills, to be honest. Paying bills. That was it. Moving out. Moving out. That was the thing. Also, what made me realize that I'm like turning into an adult is being interested in home stuff, like which mugs I have, my home decor, what plates I should buy for my new apartment. I was like, what's that? Like that, yeah. So basically I wanted a toaster. Those were the things. I was like, give me a toaster please, give me a coffee machine. When I moved out, I was like, I want a coffee machine. That was what I wished for. I was like, am I gonna wish for a coffee machine for Christmas? That's when I realized, okay, this is going out of hand. I used to wish for shoes and now I'm wishing for plates, mugs, and a coffee machine. What the fuck? And also being in debt because I own the Luxembourg government a lot of money already, and it's just gonna grow. So yeah, that's also one thing. If I don't pay my rent, I'm homeless. Same girl, same. Old man not catcalling me anymore. To be honest, can relate. I feel like you get catcalled when you're not an elder. Like that's weird, by the way. You're literally 16 and you get catcalled by old men. Weird. But I still get catcalled on the streets. Not as much since I have like my hair is short because people think I'm a man. But yeah, I still get catcalled even though I'm an adult. So I love that you don't get catcalled anymore, but I still get. Paying my own bills. Looking for an apartment and thinking about stuff like electricity, water bills. Yeah, I don't have that because it's all in my rent, but my friends have it and I'm probably gonna have it next semester because I'm moving out of the room that I have right now. But yeah, water bills. For me that was just a legend that my mom talks about when I leave the water just floating, you know. And my mom was like, are you paying the water bills? Water bills? And I'm like, no. That was just for me a legend. Water bills were legends when I wasn't an adult. Right now, no, pretty much a reality. Enjoying buying things, house furniture. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like enjoying buying stuff for your house. Like I look for room decor and stuff on Amazon because I'm moving out to a new apartment, and I look the stuff and I just send it to my roommates, like those that are going to be my future roommates, and I'm like, oh my god, we need that. That's just when you like, okay, you realize, yeah, I'm not a kid anymore. So now that I'm doing this video, I was like, okay, what are the tips that I'm giving to the young adults now? I'm still one, like I'm still a young adult, but what are the tips? And to be honest, I don't have one because I am not a good adult. I don't know. I was like, okay, but what is gonna be the moral of this video? Like, what should people take of this? Basically, adulting isn't as fun, but it's still fun. You know, there's stuff that you have to do that isn't fun, but you just have to, okay? You can't change it. It's society. You have to pay your bills. You have to go grocery shopping, and you have to choose what to eat. But there's stuff that is also fun, you know? Living by yourself, the independence that you have, and getting to know yourself more because you don't have your mom controlling you. There's also something very fun about it. So it's not all bad, but yeah. So basically what I'm saying is just enjoy it and, you know, find your way to it and how you get along with it by yourself. And find yourself, you know, because it's a, to be honest, pretty fun time to see in what you turn into. You know, the difference between you now and your teenage self is pretty, it can be pretty shocking, but also pretty fun. So this is the moral of the story. We're not done yet with the video, but this is basically what I'm giving you guys. What you should remember. Don't be, because I was afraid of it. I was afraid of becoming an adult and not being a teenager anymore because, as I said, I'm 20. But now that I actually am not a teenager anymore, I'm like, there's no difference, to be honest. I was like this before I turned 20. And there's something fun, as I said, to evolve and not being the same insecure person that you were when you were a teenager. I hope you guys aren't, but if you are, it's not a bigger video. But yeah, I'm glad that I'm not the insecure teenager that I was, and now that as an adult I learned to believe in myself. So there's something fun about it. The 20s are fun because you find out stuff about yourself. And also the college years, university, however you want to call it, is also a time where you find new friends and, as I said, find yourself, you know? So yeah, don't be afraid about being an adult or growing up, because there's just life. That's life. You can't change anything about it. You're going to grow up, that's it. So don't be afraid of it, as I was. Now that I'm thinking about it, something else that I hate is looking for apartments and moving out. That's something that I found out too. I hate moving out, but I have to. Like, I'm moving out of my apartment right now, and I hate it. And I hate looking for new apartments because it's so hard to find one. Like, it's not fun. Visiting new apartments is also not fun. Like, the stress that it is that you think you're going to be homeless. Like, no. I don't like it. This is specific for people that live outside of Luxembourg, or outside of their hometown. But yeah, not fun. Ugh. Hate it. Next question. So that was the age of y'all, and this one is what's the good part about adulting. So now we're going into the pretty part about it. I already talked a bit about it, but you guys said doing your thing and not giving a damn about others. To be honest, I feel like now that you're, yeah, okay, like I'm pretty sure there's still people that give a damn about others, even as adults, but I hope that we evolve out of it, you know, because we're growing, we're supposed to grow out of it. But yeah, I don't know, now that I live by myself, I don't really care, you know, what I like. I'm like, my rules, my home, you know. before I was caring about what my sister would think about it, what my mom would think about what I'm doing, and now I just, you know, I'm between my four walls. Who cares? I can do whatever I want. So yeah, that's also, you see, it's just the freedom that you have as an adult that it's fun. You know, that's, I think, the part that my teenage self thought was charming about being an adult. You can do whatever you want. Like, not whatever you want, but basically what you want. So that's the fun part about it. Choosing the life you want to live. What I'm saying. Yeah, that's the fun part. My mom is not going to tell me... I have mommy issues, okay? I'm sorry. No, like, my parents aren't going to tell me, okay, Stacey, you shouldn't do that. I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to go out and come home at 3 in the morning. Guess what? It's my home. I come home when I want. I had, like, when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to have sleepovers because my mom didn't like me being in other people's homes. I don't know. My mom didn't like it. I wasn't allowed to have sleepovers with my friends, and I had a lot of those this year. So yeah, so basically this is one thing that now that I'm adult and no one is gonna tell me no, that is fun. Stuff that I couldn't do because my mom didn't like it, you know? So yeah. The thing of, like, the statement, choosing the life you want to live, is like, I don't know, it's just, you know, if I want to be a vegan, I can. Like, I could be a vegan at home, but my mom would be like, what the fuck? No, you're Canadian, you're not gonna be a vegan. But now that I'm in my home, I can choose if I drink milk. I don't drink milk anymore. Or not, because I don't like milk, by the way. Except in my coffee, it's fine. But alone, no. But yeah, that's just, you can choose what the hell you want to be. You know, if you want to be a stripper, your mom is not gonna be telling you no. You don't live under her roof, so who cares? Good. So yeah, you can choose what you want to be, and that's fun. You know, I chose a lot of things in my life right now that my mom isn't okay with, but what is she gonna do? You know what I mean? What is she gonna do? You're an adult, you can do whatever you want. You're not 16 anymore. It's your responsibility, like, the consequences that come with your choice. It's your responsibility, so no one is gonna tell you no. Not living with my parents. Same. Even though I'm literally in my parents' home, but that's very fun. Love it. Oh wow, my cousin said nothing is fun about adulting. I feel like you have to find it, because there's stuff that is fun. So yeah. Oh, we're already at the last fucking question. But I feel like it's the deepest question that I could talk about the most. Now that you're an adult, lol. What would you tell your 15-year-old self? Okay, so I feel like that was the deepest question that I asked, because 15, like, I was 15 5 years ago, was pretty damn, like what the fuck, 5 years ago. But and I feel like when I have to describe my 15-year-old self, it's insecurities, pretty depressed, pretty sad, and not knowing who I am and what I want to be, and also confused with her sexuality. Though that's also one thing, and thinking that I would never get along with my parents, and wanting to move out really bad. That was basically, I've been saying that I want to move out since I was 14, I think. What's not normal, by the way. So the first chance that I had to move out when I was like, I moved out when I was 19. 19? Yeah, 19. So early 19. When I found out with 18 that I wanted to go study in Brussels, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna move out. That's why I chose Brussels, to be honest, because I wanted to move out. I needed that for my mental health. and also because I had the need to wanting to live my life the way I want to live it and not how my parents want me to live it. So 15-year-old self, like my 15-year-old self, was basically not getting along with her parents, crying herself to sleep every fucking week, and not liking herself. Like, I didn't like anything about myself. Anything. And also, like, the way I dressed and stuff was just the way my bigger sister dressed. I was basically a mini version of my bigger sister, my older sister. And now I would say I'm myself, you know. I created the Stacy that I wanted to be. And if I had to have a conversation with 15-year-old Stacy, I would be like, it's going to get better. It's basically it. It's going to get better. You're going to gain the confidence that you want to have, even without losing weight. You're going to have amazing friends, and you're going to have fun. Like, you're not going to be the shy person that you think you are anymore, and you speak up, you know. You speak for yourself. You're like, no, I don't want that. You don't follow the rules just to follow them. You actually say what you want to do. And yeah, so I know that you're going to go through a lot of stuff, but hang on there. It's going to be better. You're going to be a badass fucking woman that has her shit together, and I don't really have my shit together, but that's working on having her shit together and doesn't give up, you know, that is fighting for her happiness. So yeah, my camera is overheating, but every time I get pictures of myself when I was 15, all I see is like, oh my god, girl, what is going on with you? Like, what oh, like, you see how much I'm like struggling to find what I like and who I want to be. Like, because I feel like when I was 15, I was a people pleaser above everything. Like, I wanted everyone to like me. I wanted my family to be happy about how their daughter's doing, how she's looking. I wanted them to find me pretty, to be like, when they look at me and be like, oh, your outfit is looking good. But basically, no one judging me. You know, that's all I wanted. I didn't want people to judge me. I didn't want to be the person that people talk about just because they look a bit different, and that's why I looked like the norm, you know. I look like every fucking basic bitch on the street. Because I didn't want to get judged, and I didn't want to look different than my family members, because I know I would be talked about, you know. And then I just started to rebel myself, and I got a septum piercing with, like, my mom didn't like it at all. So yeah, my hair is red. Like, no one looks like me, to be honest, in this family. I have the stuff that I like I like to dress the way I like to dress, and that's just how it's gonna be. I'm not gonna try to look like my older sister anymore, or look like anyone in this family anymore. I'm just gonna look like me. So yeah, I was afraid to look different and to be different. That's why it was hard for me to figure out my sexuality, because I didn't want to disappoint anyone. That's what I'm saying about people pleasing. Like, I didn't want to disappoint anyone in my family or be talked about in my family. Like, no. So that's why I was pretty depressed, I feel like. What else? What do you guys say? Everything is going to be just as we imagined. So yeah, I feel like, because I know the person, like, I dreamed about moving out and having my freedom, and to be honest, it's what I got. I dreamed about having my freedom and being my own self, and that's what I am right now. So we love that. Slow down and enjoy this moment. That's also something that's pretty important, I feel like, that I didn't do when I was 15, 16, because I wanted to grow up so bad, and I didn't enjoy my teenage years. But this is what it is right now, and I'm enjoying my 20s now, so it's fine. But I didn't really enjoy my teenage years. That's, yeah, I would say my 15-year-old to stop worrying and just relax. To avoid specific people. I get that. I feel like I wouldn't avoid specific people right now. I wouldn't say my 15-year-old, okay, don't hang out with that person, because I learned about those relationships that I had when I was 15. Like, I learned what I like in people and what I don't, and what I look in, like, what I want out of a friendship, you know? So no, I wouldn't tell my 15-year-old to not hang out with them, because I think both of us learned something, and that's fine, you know? People come and go. That's it. That's just life. So I wouldn't tell that myself. Don't let anyone bring you down. Do your thing. I would say the same thing, to be honest. I would be like, 15-year-old self, just be yourself. Don't try to please anyone. But I'm doing that right now, so it's fine. I should have profité. Yeah, you should have profité more. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, I should have lived my teenage years, but I didn't do. But whatever. Take a step back. It's not that important. Yeah, to be honest. Facts. It's really not that deep. Like, please. Please. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, that was what you guys said. I have to go eat. And I basically finished the questions. We're coming back for like a conclusion to this. Hi. Bonjour, huh? I'm back. Done. My makeup is done. It's basically already 10. I did TikToks with this look, posted a picture, and now I'm here. So yeah, basically we're here for the conclusion of the video, if you don't remember. What my fazit is, my conclusion about adulting is that I find it exciting and very much exhausting at the same time, but it's very much necessary and also helpful to find out who you are, and it's a pretty cool time to like, I feel like it's a pretty cool time, even though you have responsibilities. It's just stuff that happens and that everyone has to go through, but it's exciting because you find out who you are and you're an amazing version of yourself that you weren't when you were a teenager, and you're learning, you know, like, we're growing up, and to me that's cool because I'm evolving and I find stuff out every fucking day. So yeah, I find adulting pretty cool, and I feel like we should look at it a bit more positive, like in a positive way, instead of just looking at the negative stuff, because why should we, you know? As I said, it's just stuff that we have to do, so we should just look at the positive stuff and learn out of the experiences that we're having now to become pretty good adults in the future, you know? We're figuring this out, you know? So yeah, that's basically what I want to say. I feel like that's a good conclusion to end on a positive note on this video, where I had a lot of complaints about being an adult, but yeah, I feel like this is a good end note of this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation and doing my makeup, and that you like the end results. If you want to see what's on my lips, is on TikTok right now. I posted it on my TikTok. My TikTok is makeupxstacy, and I hope I see you on my other social media accounts and on my next video, clearly. So if you want to see my next video, you know, you have to subscribe and click on the little bell that is next to the subscribe button, so you get notified every time I post. And comment. What do I want you to comment? I don't know. Basically what you learned out of this video. That would be very interesting to know what you guys learned out of this video, or your opinions on my opinions. So let's have a conversation down below, you know? And I'll see you guys in my next video. And I love you. Have a nice day.